What's up, wrestling fans? Welcome to the first installment of Carl's Puroresu Commentary. I'm your host, Carl. Um, I wanted my first video to be on something halfway significant, and I figured day one of the New Japan Cup, the 2013 New Japan Cup, I figured that would be the best place to start. There were 8 first round matches today, and your matches that you have, I'm going to go through and read the results. And just kind of give you my thoughts. I haven't seen the actual show, I've just seen the results. Before I get into that, it's being teased that New Japan is going to be doing something with the NWA, which absolutely is, which to me is the absolute worst thing you can do, because the NWA is dying, and it's been dying since it started dying when TNA split from it, and it has continued to spiral. And then the whole Adam Pearce, Colt Cabana debacle, that just kind of sealed it in the eyes of a lot of people, myself included. So apparently, the head of the NWA sent a video, an invasion video, to New Japan saying, I'm going to send one of my representatives over here with me, and we're going to invade New Japan. I don't know who he's going to pick or what, but that's just kind of up in the air. All right, let's see. Make sure I have everything together. All right, the New Japan Cup today. Tomohiro Ishii of Chaos defeated. It was an upset. He beat Satoshi Kojima, and I think the general consensus going into this match was, well, Ishii has always just kind of been the right hand man to Nakamura. Ishii had a stellar never title match with Masato Tanaka, and Ishii's getting a little bit of momentum. The fact that he beat a legend like Kojima, that's big shit. I think New Japan is ready to put Ishii in that higher position. Haruki Goto is going after another New Japan Cup this year. He defeated Tama Tonga. No big surprise there. Whereas Ishii and Kojima, I kind of figured it could go either way. This one, I knew Tonga didn't have a shot. Toru Yano beat Manabu Nakanishi. Now this really kind of shocked me, because with all the stuff Nakanishi's been doing with Yuji Nagata lately, I figured that he would be in line for more of a push. But Toru Yano is on fire, and I'll mention this I'll talk about this more in the Noah video. But Toru Yano and Azuka from Chaos won the GHC tag belts. They beat Marufuji and Segura of Brave the other day and won the GHC belts. And I'll talk about that in the Noah video. But Yano's on fire right now. And as a side note, if you've never seen Toru Yano wrestle, or his entrance or anything, it just brings back just the days of Stan Hansen and Bruiser Brody and these guys that go to the ring and they just take a detour through the crowd and start throwing chairs and scaring the shit out of the audience. It's pretty awesome to see. Carl the Machine Gun Anderson defeated Hiroyoshi Tenzan. Not a shocker here. Tenzan loses, no credibility. He's a legend. He loses nothing by putting over Anderson. Anderson's kind of been on fire for almost a year now. So Yujiro Takahashi defeated Togi Makabe, which that kind of floored me, because Yujiro's Yujiro's kind of been getting his ass kicked by Makabe, and their match at the New Beginning, I believe it was the New Beginning. Makabe kind of took care of him in short order. So the fact that Yujiro gets a victory, I think, proves it. Is what I've been saying. I've been saying that he's a star, and I knew that from his match he had with Tanahashi from Power Struggle in November. If you go back and watch any of Tanahashi's title defenses from last year, they were all good. But most of the time, the reason they were good were the person he was in the ring with, and him and Takahashi tore it up for almost an hour. Awesome match. Look it up. The feud that never dies. Minoru Suzuki beat Yuji Nagata, which that's not really a shocker, but they've kind of traded victories. Yuji got the win at Wrestle Kingdom. Suzuki's tying it up, getting his win here. The Suzuki-Gun Chaos rivalry is kind of reaching a fever pitch right now. Suzuki really has it out for Okada. Speaking of Okada defeated Lance Archer. Lance Archer had a fantastic showing at the anniversary show against Nakamura for the Intercontinental title. I expected Okada to beat him. I saw something, and I don't know if this is true or not, but this is kind of holy shit for me, is that Okada, his new finish, which is kind of like a variation, of an STF, and he's calling it the Red Ink. Apparently, he wants to stop using the Rainmaker as a finish. Now, one of the main reasons I got into Okada was because I thought just the pandemonium between the announcers and the crowd that would be inspired by the fact of him doing the pose and doing the Rainmaker was just it just gives you goosebumps seeing it, because it's like electric. He really has something with that move. And if he doesn't want to use it as a finish, at least keep it and do the setup for the Red Ink. That would be great. In the final match and the complete upset of the day, Davey Boy Smith Jr., one half of the IWGP Tag Champions with Lance Archer, part of Minoru Suzuki's group, Suzuki-Gun, beat Shinsuke Nakamura. Wow. Nakamura has been on fire, and I don't think he's been pinned in, it's been months and months and months. This is holy shit. I mean, I read it and I was speechless because I just couldn't believe it. Davey Boy's good, but beating Nakamura, that's gonna elevate him huge. I read also that typical chicanery, Suzuki-Gun getting involved, Taka, etc. Okada come down, tried to make a save, and Suzuki put him to sleep, grab him sleeper, put him to sleep. The thing I want to, this feud between Chaos and Suzuki-Gun, it's very interesting because there's an opportunity here for which Chaos were the kind of essential idea between Chaos is, okay, here's all your heels in the company, and you had it divided up in segments. You had the complete players, which was Takahashi, Sato Tanaka, Jado Gato. You had them, and then you had kind of Nakamura and Nishi, who tag together all the time. And then you have Okada, who's like the newest member of Chaos, or the latest member of Chaos of the whole group. Just completely I mean, this feud right now is really, it's Okada and Suzuki's becoming a blood feud, and I don't know if they're going to keep building until Dominion, which I think Dominion's in June. I could be wrong. Um, Feel free to correct me if I'm wrong. I'm only 6 months into Puroresu, so I'm sure, you know, I'm sure I'll mess up from time to time. Um, but I'm really, really excited. Um, with this, New Japan has kind of, it kind of makes you wonder, what way are they going to go? Because, um, I mean, round two, which is on the 17th, is Goto and Ishii, Yujiro and Davey Boy, Yano and Suzuki, and Anderson and Okada. Which Anderson and Okada had a killer match of the year at the G1 Climax in 2012. Amazing match. Seek that match out. Amazing, amazing match. Um, just real quick, give my predictions. I predict Goto to go over Ishii. Um, I don't know. It could go either way. I mean, the Ishii went over Kojima, so I mean, if Ishii beat Goto, that'd be like two. That'd be like beating a legend and then beating one of the top five guys in New Japan. That'd be big shit. Um, Takahashi and Davey Boy, I think Yujiro is on his way to big things. I think Yujiro's going to get the pin. I hope he does. Um, Toru Yano and Minoru Suzuki. I think Yano loses nothing. He's still half of the GHC Tag Champions. He loses nothing. I predict Suzuki will probably Gotch pile driver, and that'll be it. Anderson Okada. I mean, there's nothing else you can say about that. It's going to be killer. There's a chance, probably, that Anderson could get his revenge from G1. I don't see that happening, though, because right now it's looking like it's getting set up for Okada and Suzuki, which, would be good because it builds them to a blow off and Okada can finally get his win. So New Japan right now is really, really exciting. It's always, it's always awesome because you think they're going one way and then they go somewhere else. Some of their stuff's pretty easy to predict. I don't think anybody thought Tama Tonga was going to be Haruki Goto, but part of the fun of it is, upsets can happen at any time, and New Japan makes their roster so relevant to where anybody could win at any time, and it's not really any big surprise because they're all made guys. But that's about all I want to say for New Japan for now. Um, I'll probably be talking. I'll probably be putting the All Japan and Noah videos up talking about their shows from Sunday night, the 310 shows. And I'll see you next time.